Objection!
Moving Lady Justice was his way of pointing us to the body and cementing his alibi. That's quite a persuasive argument. For a while there, I thought you weren't taking the trial seriously. Well done. Good intuition. Thank you, Spectre. Oh, he hates it. He hates it. Oh, he hates it. You should never underestimate me, Athena Sykes. Professor Means always means what he says, and says what he means, by all means. Fine then, say it already. I'm waiting. The murder occurred the night before, but the body wasn't found until late the next day. Countless students passed the stage till they met in the lecture hall for the mock trial. The body would absolutely be found. So answer me this, why didn't anyone see the body the entire time? That can be explained by, oh shit. If the victim was murdered on the stage and left there, the body would have inevitably been discovered. And of course, there was no way to hide a body upon that stage. This is not good, Athena. Our claim is this close to being beaten to a pulp. I know, but we've come so far. Consider yourself schooled. I couldn't have possibly killed anyone. The killer is none other than Juniper Woods. It always has been and always will be. Just wait a minute. Poor Juniper. She must seriously regret having asked you to defend her. And to add insult to injury, you nearly had Hugh convicted for murder. Okay. Surely you haven't forgotten that little fiasco. Not only did you... No, fuck off, actually, for real. Because Hugh was being a fucking dickhead by, like, confessing and then not then recanting it, then confessing, then recanting it. Like, on God, bro should be put away to jail for perjury. On God. But I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. This is not my fucking fault. Not only did you fail to defend your client, you also raised false charges against her friend. Like, Hugh was not helping shit at all. You have no right to call yourself a lawyer. By the way, I understand that this entire trial is like yeah, she's only 18. She's fresh out of law school. This is her first case where she's taking the charge. So everyone's been dogging on her ability to be a lawyer the entire time. And this is her chance to prove herself. I understand that this is Athena's whole thing. Or this case's whole thing. This trial proceeds in the same way as the mock trial. Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? I'll have to make sure it doesn't happen then, won't I? Don't tell me I failed once again. Failed to save someone near and dear to me. I've worked so hard to become a lawyer. I'd even studied psychology. Has it all been for naught? Am I just doomed to relive that all over again? What is your backstory, my friend? Oh, she was in court. Was she a witness or was she on the stand? Probably a witness. And she's having a... Athena, what's wrong? She's having a fucking panic attack. She's having a fucking panic attack. It's not working. Everything's going dark. After what I've done, Is this how it ends? Forgive me, Junie. I couldn't protect you like I said I would. This would be the worst way to get a game over in an Ace Attorney game, by the way. It would ruin me. Let's go, girl. You leave Athena alone, man. She's the one who saved me. It was because of Athena that I could stop hiding and start living my life as a girl again. And she saved the friendship between Hugh, Juniper, and I. I think you're an awesome lawyer, Athena. One of the best. But I raised false charges against Hugh. Only because he fucking confessed. And that's not all. I've done some seriously unforgivable things. What's the big deal? False charges are nothing to be scared of. And I'm not even mad at you. I should really be thanking you. You used legitimate means to expose my wrongdoings and give me a chance to put him in jail. Can someone put him in jail, please? And give me a chance to re-examine what's important. But what does it matter if I can't save Juniper? I mean, the whole reason I've come so far is... It's not over yet, Athena. Oh. Gen Pop, on God. Oh, yeah, there's a reason to put him to jail. He's fucking 25 years old. 25 years old. Crushing on a barely 18. Anyway, I can't hear the game because my sound system has gone on a timeout for approximately 3 minutes. And guess what starts in 3 minutes? Ads. So I'm just going to go on an ad break now. By the time I come back, my sound system should come back on. So BRB in 3 minutes. Sorry to cut it right in the middle of this. But yeah, I'll be back in literally 3 minutes. Okay. That chat is all over my face, so no one can see my cool little pose I'm doing. So that is, I wasn't expecting that. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, so. Don't know if anyone here knows what jump up means. It means general population. I knew that. And the only reason I know that, thank you, television. Thank you, Orange is the New Black. That's literally the only reason I know what that means. But even now, at this very moment, I still believe in you. Junie, I know you better than most people, Athena. And I know you've never surrendered to the dark age of the law like the professor did. Thank you, Junie, but I feel like I could barely breathe. I don't know what to do. Silence. Stop your bleating this instant. You look like an utter fool. Prosecutor Blackwell? There is one who awaits you, is there not? And that is the reason you have studied so very hard. Are you prepared to give up on all you have worked for thus far? It will not do to have you disappoint you know who. Who the fuck are you talking about? Does Blackwell know who Athena's been working so hard to protect or whatever? Or like, you know, help, or I don't know. And now that I think about it, didn't Athena know who Blackwell was before we knew he was the prosecutor? Anyway, yeah, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but that was interesting. You're wasting your time. You have nothing on me. No evidence or anything else to establish my guilt. You are helpless before the might of lawyers for whom the ends justify the means. Ooh, Apollo's got something to say. Don't worry, Athena, you're doing fine. The truth will always win against people like him. But, Apollo, what am I supposed to do now? Listen, all you have to do is take a deep breath and look back over the entire case. If there's truth to be found, and there always is, you're sure to find it. Now, let me see your smile. Remember what Mr. Wright said? The worst of times... Oh God, gassy as shit. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. When she's having a panic attack, you should probably tell her to like... let her know, ground her for a little bit. Thing you can see, thing you can smell, thing you can touch. Not stop your incessant bleating. That's fucking crazy. Not force your biggest smile when you're in the middle of a fucking panic attack. Absolutely diabolical, by the way. Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Prepare for your utter defeat. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, we're locked in. Oh, I can't fucking see again. Hold on. Alright. We're locked in. I will be locked in once the fucking gel for my hair hasn't corrupted the lenses on my goggles. This bit is going very well, by the way. Hold on. Alright, locked in. What did the chat say? I missed that. Time to wrap this up. Hell yeah. Okay. Professor Court wasn't killed in the art room. She was killed right where her body was found. We know because there wasn't any time to move the body there from somewhere else. That means the body had to have been hidden somewhere else on stage until it was found. Let's think along these lines and see where it takes us. First up, when did Professor Means remove the body from its hiding place? Well, let's see. What was he doing right before the body was discovered? He was using the span of his time to his fake alibi created to move the body to where it would be more easily spotted. Therefore, the only time Professor Means could have removed the body from its hiding place is during the speech. No, wait, hold on. There is no speech. During the mock trial, that bait before. During the mock trial, then. It was during the mock trial, specifically. Oh, during the speech, yeah. Professor Means moved the body to an easily seen location during his long pre-recorded speech. The professor also moved something to the stage that wasn't there before. Specifically... Oh, the white statue. During the mock trial, Professor Means wrapped the White Lady Justice in the school banner and sent it zipping down the stage with a crash, killing two birds with one stone. He drew attention to the body and made it look like the murder occurred in the art room. But was there anywhere to hide a body on that stage? Doesn't seem likely. Nah, there had to be someplace. Wait a second. How about something that should have been finished but was only mostly done? Something was used to cover the body up, but it didn't draw undue attention because it looked like it belonged there on stage. In that way, no one would suspect there was a body hidden inside. What was already on the stage and capable of concealing a body? Can I save? I super can. Because this one I don't actually fucking know. Got no pictures of the actual stage. Wait, what did she say? How about something that should have been finished but was only mostly done? Something was used to cover the body up. Oh my fucking god. Oh, is there not? Okay, fair enough. Walk with me here. Phoenix Wright state. Yeah, you can actually see the fucking hand, the point as well. On the frame. Yeah, Phoenix Wright state thingy wasn't done yet. Or was mostly done. But Juniper, I remember her saying that she saw both statues finished by 8:30 a.m. because they were both covered up. So I assumed that they were done. There we go. The body was hidden by Wright's statue. Oh, I know. The Mr. Wright statue was never actually finished. The body was wrapped under some cloth to hide what was really inside, cleverly disguising it as the boss's statue. I see it. The truth is at hand. Miss Newman gave up on the Mr. Wright statue, yet Professor Means finished it in a single night. Yes, what an impressive feat that was. No, his so-called work of art deserves none of our praise. That's because it was only a facade to hide his real work, the murder of Professor Court. Come again? I'm afraid I don't follow. Sorry. He hid the body by making it look like the statue of Mr. Wright. With the body wrapped under a piece of cloth, it just looked like a statue. What? I second that what? Now this is getting interesting. No, this is getting preposterous. How would such a thing even be possible? Well, we never know until we try. Uh-oh, I think I know where this is going. Okay, Apollo, time to turn me into a reasonable likeness of Mr. Wright. I'm going to... What is going on? This is funny. I'm going to pose like the statue, like so, and I want you to wrap me up in the cloth so that I look like a statue. I hate to ask the obvious, but where am I going to get this magical cloth? I'm afraid that isn't the right colour, Mr. Justice. Well, given how sudden the request was, it's kind of the best I could do, Your Honour. All right, that about does it. Well, what do you think, everyone? Do I look like a statue of Mr. Wright or what? Looks like some random person to me. Weren't the statues a pair of busts? Phoenix Wright has that spiky hair on the back of his head. Forget the hair, the statue's head is way bigger than your average person anyway. You've got to hand it for me to try and... Wait, that's it, the hands. Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. The marks on her wrist indicated she'd been tied up. Apollo, tie me up in a new pose. Wait, you're not into this kind of thing, are you? This is fucking crazy. What? No, besides it was your idea. Just tell me how to tie your hands already. Professor Court's wrists were tied together, and I can't help but think that's related. How should I arrange myself to match the shape I want given her hands were tied? Behind my back, behind my head, in injection pose. This sounds more likely if she was already like that. So behind my head. Apollo, tie both of my hands behind my head. See? This makes it possible to fake the spikes. For real? I can't even see. This is showing right on camera. Yeah. For real? We're doing this? This makes it possible to fake the spikes and back. I just thought because I did this. Like, this is about as close as behind my head. Like that. Like, if I was being bound, it'd be like that. Or maybe like that. But the way her body was, she was already kind of like that. That's where my thought process was going. Ooh, this makes it possible to fake the spikes on the back of Mr. Wright's head. Sure, but then what about the statue's arm? With both arms... What the fuck is going on? I'm just looking at fucking Black Quill like, what is this farce? With both arms behind your head, you can't exactly complete the pose. Yeah, it would be awfully hard to make the objection pose like... It's the arrow. Yeah, it's the arrow. I was trying to find a picture of the... There's no picture of the fucking murder body. Murder body? The body of the murder. It would have to be a really long arrow, though. how many arrows do you know that are at arm's length? Or are they that long? Anyway. I can't help thinking you've forgotten something, Athena. Something on the body that you don't have right now. Yeah, the arrow. Oh, right. There was an arrow sticking out of her side. Okay, Apollo. Take that and plunge it into my side. What are you? You crazy? Fine. Then just go get some duct tape. Rapido, schnell. All right. I don't need to know other languages to know bossy when I hear it. The fatal arrow to the side. Spiky hair created from 2 hands. A masterpiece in the making. Now, cover me with that cloth. Remember to make the arrow stand out, okay? That is a very long arrow. Fucking hell. How long are arrows actually? Arrows are longer than bolts. You're supposed to use your arm as a measure when you make them. Oh, word? Fair enough. I learned something new today. Mummy, that arm's too short. Shh, remember your indoor voice, dear? Nobody's buying it. The arrow's nowhere near long enough. But, what else could you use for the arm? Still won't give up, huh? I must commend you, if only for your spirited determination. Of course, she's not giving up. After all she's put me through, she owes me an explanation. If the arrow's too long, you won't be able to draw it, so you use your arm to measure the shaft. That makes sense. That makes sense. Fair enough. Now disappoint me again, and the penalty will be doubly painful. Let me fucking save my game. Yikes! I better get it right this time. Athena, think. Professor Court was murdered when she stopped by the stage to see Professor Means. If it wasn't premeditated, he must have used something close at hand in his little ruse. Apollo, show me those stage setup photos again. Like that? Right now? Okay, hold on. Please be in this photo. It just has to be. The arm of Mr. Wright statue is really this right here. The only long thing in this photo is this. But surely not. He's always carrying that. At what point would he not have been carrying that? At what point would he not have been carrying that?
Take that!
Actually, for real? Got it. I know what he used for the arm on the statue of Mr. Wright. This is absurd. There is no such thing in this photo. Don't play dumb with me, Professor. It's the staff you have right there. Staff? This is the spear of a great legal warrior. Whatever, just hurry up and lend it to me. The length is perfect. Mr. Wright couldn't possibly object to such an awesome arm. Okay, go for it, Apollo. Sure, I'll give your arm a hand. Cloth and binding coming around right up.
Objection!
Oh, she did the objection. Oh, there we go. It's Phoenix Wright. Look, it's that famous lawyer. That's definitely him. I know that pose anywhere. Pose anywhere. We did it, didn't we? Well, am I not the spitting image of the legendary Phoenix Wright? The man who will bring us out of these dark ages and into an era of a brilliant golden light. Golden light? All I see before me is the pink spectre of a man. That's just because Mr. Wright likes his statue. He's positively tickled pink. Get it, Apollo? He's tickled pink. Blah, that joke deserves a pink slip. It seems the gallery is quite impressed with the defence's sharp thinking. And the witness? Bah, the resemblance is nothing more than a mere coincidence. Not so fast there, Buster. Unfortunately for you, I can prove my theory to be more than mere coincidence. To prove that a spear was thrust into the victim, all I have to do is... That makes the most sense. I'm going to save. But testing it for blood makes the most sense. Prince makes no sense because he's always holding it. See if it's a staff or spear, doesn't really matter. We had assumed the victim's jagged wound came from the arrow. Wait, what about this? We had assumed the victim's jagged wound came from the arrow being forcibly shoved in. But if the wound was from the spear instead, then we should be able to detect traces for the victim's blood on it. Your Honor, a brief recess if you will. By any means possible. What if I get rid of my spear? Wait, what if I burn it? Bro. Oh my god, he's so guilty. He's so guilty. He's so guilty. I mean, like, we knew this. Yeah, he's guilty. But, like, he's saying this out loud. What if I burn it? Should I burn it? If I do that, I'll be found innocent. Yes, I'm innocent, I'll tell you. Surely you don't expect us to take lectures from you now. Now, I ask you in the gallery. Help me decide... There's nothing else to present? Oh, really? Help me decide the professor's fate. What is he writing? What the fuck is bro cooking? Nothing. He's on to nothing. Who let bro cook? Prosecutor Blackwell, what has become of our witness Aristotle Means? It is as Sykes Donor suspected. Blood was detected on his staff. He has admitted to this heinous crime. All of it. He shall join us in the clink tomorrow. His teaching skills could be put to good use there. Great, he'll teach felons that the end justifies the means. So much for rehabilitation. Can I ask what the professor's motive was? I could barely make out a word he said on account of his shattered teeth. One of Blackwell's fellow inmates was once a surgeon. Why not a former dentist too? I eventually had him put pen to paper. It turns out Professor Means was the one taking bribes. The victim has suspected him after a report from the class snitch. That led her to question him at length the day of the killing. Right there on that stage. The result? The heinous crime that was brought before this court. The fool, like Newman, had come to know of the script's contents via the victim's note. It seems he came up with a plan to stab the victim with her own owl in order to make the killing look like the one in the script and thus frame the defendant. But that scrap of paper with Hugh's name in it had the same mark as Professor Court's planner. Yes, about that. Those planners are bestowed upon all students graduating at the top of their class. So that was from Means. Indeed, once upon a time, Professor Means was awarded the same notebook. The handwriting is being analysed now, but like as not, the scrap belonged to him. This too was evidence of the bribery scheme that the victim had obtained. Know that Constance Court was clean, and that only Aristotle Means took the bribes. To think a professor would murder a colleague, then try to pin it on a student. If this is the dark age of the law, then we can only hope that a brighter future awaits. And the first step is to hand down my verdict for a promising young lady. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Yeah, baby, not guilty, yeah. Look at that smile. Protect that smile. Look at them. Be proud, you guys. And you just, I guess you just stand there, I guess. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. I wish you all the best on your road to becoming a courtroom judge. We will need young people like you if we ever hope to restore the law to its former glory. Yes, Your Honor. I'll work as hard as I can. Maybe one day I'll be able to work with all of you to make a difference. Proudly serve Professor Court's memory. Do not let her death be in vain. Yeah, you know what? He's alright. Blackwell just aura farming. Bro is always aura farming. What do you mean? That's the last thing I expected to hear from him today. Court is adjourned. I was expecting a 4-hour stream. I've been streaming for 6.5 hours. Remember when I said I wouldn't be pulling these long shifts again? I should be in bed. It's 6 a.m. It's 20 past 6 in the morning. Like we're streaming with Sophie in like 15 hours from now. All right, District Court. Thank you, Thena. I really mean it. It was nothing really. I could take the biggest tangled mess of a case and unravel it just like that. I don't know. You look pretty wound up there at the end, literally and figuratively. Gonna kill those new goggles in no time. See you in like 1.5 years. You look pretty hungry for a knuckle sandwich, Buster. I wanted to thank you too, Apollo. Oh wait, doesn't she have a crush on Apollo or something? Don't mention it. The way you were always there for Thena when she was in a bind, and at the detention center where your smile gave me hope when there was none. Hey yo, Apollo. It was like the warm rays of the sun shining down on peaceful woodlands. I think you're an absolute amazing person. Thanks, Juniper. That means a lot to me. But I still have lots of work to do. I can't wait until we see you on the judge's bench. I promise you I'll get there someday. That's why until that day, I'll... Juniper and Apollo, the story behind their names doesn't end well. No, shut up. No, la, I can't hear you, shut up. Guys, I've got some big news. I mean, this is huge. Oh, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay, I think. So, what's the big news? The school festival. It was supposed to have been cancelled after what happened, but we just got a call. In memory of Professor Constance Court, who worked so hard to make it happen, the festival has been extended 1 extra day until tomorrow. Really? All right. Oh, cool.
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter for Themis Legal Academy. Achtung, baby. It's time for the Guitar Serenade.
I don't know what kind of voices I expect for these characters, but so far I'm going 2 for like 3 on like voices I don't expect. I was not expecting that voice for Gavin. Wow, that was so much fun. I think they replaced Gavin's voice. What, in this trilogy? In this re-release? School festival, because I don't know if you were here for when we heard what's his name? Who was it we were talking about? Hugh O'Connor. When the animated cutscene showed up and he was speaking, I was like, we were all like, who? We were not expecting him to sound like that. By the way, I said who, not Hugh. So pun super not intended. No. Yeah, it was the looking, oh, what's that one scene? What the hell am I fighting for? Yeah. Wow, that was so much fun. School festivals are amazing. I think you and Robin are getting a little carried away. Your singing voice, Juniper, it can melt my heart. You should be in jail. Connor should be in jail. Mr. Wright, thank you for that training seminar. Just remember, the objection posed is all about attitude. Oh, and congrats on your mock trial win, although Robin had you there for a while. I did, didn't I? But I'm just glad we're back to how we used to be, thanks to Athena. And you know what? I think I'll stick with becoming a prosecutor after all. I'm going to make up for my mock trial loss by winning the real deals in court. Mock trial loss? What loss? Wait, did they reprise the trial and Hugh won? Hugh won? Level-headed da-ba-ba-ba. So does this mean it's really gonna happen? Juniper, there's something I've been wanting to say to you. Huh? Ooh, is he going to do what I think he is? Juniper, can we still be friends? You know, best friends like we've always been. Huh? Best friends? Hugh, weren't you going to profess your love for Juniper if you won the mock trial? No, I was going to confess that I'm not a genius and that I'm really 25 years old. Oh no, Clavier's voice is the same, I just hadn't heard it in years. Fair enough, okay. But you already dragged it out of me during the trial. Whoops. That was Yuri Lowenthall? We're going back in time 5 minutes. I'm hoping it's still there. We're going back in time right the fuck now. We're going back in time right now. Must be out your damn mind. That was Yuri Lowenthal? Oh, cool. No, I got it. I can save the last 5 minutes at any time and then bring it up as a video.
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter for Themis Legal Academy. Achtung, baby.
Oh my god, that is Yuri Lowenthal.
Guitar Serenade.
That is Yuri Lowenthal. I think I was just so like, that is not the voice. I think I was so focused on the fact that I was not the voice that I expected to hear from Gavin that I didn't even realize it was Yuri Lowenthal.
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter for Themis Legal Academy. Achtung.
Recognize the cloak Juniper's wearing. I do. I fucking do. I said something like this in the previous session when it was first brought up. I was like, isn't this case very similar to a case in the previous game, in Apollo's game? Lenore's cloak. Yes. Okay, I wasn't bugging out. I was like, I'm looking at that cape and I'm like, I've seen it before. Yes, there we go. I wasn't bugging. Yeah, I did bring it up in the last session. Right, back here. Listen, you too, Robin, Miriam. Me too? Miriam's got this tactical espionage action stuff down to a science. I've been thinking, it's up to us to put an end to the dark age of the law if we can. Let's all work together to usher in a new age where winning only results from the truth. But yeah, this was the first AA game to get full English dubs. Well, shut up. Don't say full English dubs, because what the fuck am I doing reading for 6.5 hours? Don't say full, because what the fuck am I doing here? Is there a voice option that I didn't see? I mean, cuts. I know you meant cutscenes wise, but I know I'm being pedantic, but even still. I forgot what I was going to say. There was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, did Professor Layton Cross? When did Professor Layton Cross Phoenix Wright come into play? Did this come out? That game come out after this game, or did it come out after Spirit of Justice? Sam Riegel was already voicing Phoenix Wright in Marvel. Oh yeah, word. I think he voices him in the anime as well, right? And the end never justifies the means. Count me in. I wouldn't have it any other way. Best friends forever, huh? No matter what anyone says, nothing beats true friendship. You bet. And what about your BFF, Apollo? Aren't you a bit old to be using that word? But yeah, he's the best friend a guy could have. Which reminds me, we're supposed to meet up and gossip about the new girl in the office. Hey, no talking about me behind my back. So, what kind of guy is he anyway? Well, if I had to describe him in one word. Oh, we're definitely meeting in next case. And so, after some... Fuck, it's doing the thing. Okay. For not long after, their friendship was mercilessly severed by fate. And bonds between us began to fray and unravel as well. Sorry, but I'll be taking leave of absence. Oh yeah, that's when he left, innit? At the end of the first case. Even now, those words continue to ring in my ears. The discord in our ever-cheerful Apollo Justice, something. I need to stop pressing the X button. Why, Apollo, why? Why would you leave us all behind? There we go. Turnabout Academy. I would love to save my game. You won't believe. On that note, I'm going to bed.